Gold McNugget, and today I'm going to show you my mini bike. And before I get into it, I know pretty much no one watches my channel, but if you do, and you've been watching it for a while, I have been uploading for a long time because all the bull crap going on in life right now. So I'm not going to get into that, but you know, crap happens and there's drama going on. But anyway, I traded my Ford tractor for this mini bike. I'm just going to go on a short story. I traded the Ford for this, and then it had one of those, you know, those what is it, 196cc engines they come on, you know, it's a Honda clone like the Predator that's on it. Well, I rode that right after I got it. I rode the mini bike a couple times, and then I let my brother ride it, and it started running like shit. So like, what the hell's going on? Well, we shut it off and we're trying to figure out what's going on, and then it wouldn't even run at all. It just kind of sputtered, right? And I work on the engines and shit, so I know what I'm talking about. So I go through all the different testings and everything, you know, to see if it's fuel, see if it's spark and all this. And well, it came down to compression, and I found out one of the valves are bent. So instead of fixing that, we just bought a Hemi Predator for this thing, a 212cc Hemi Predator. And it's been great ever since. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this bike was pretty much brand new. You can see the date on it right there. So, but it's in pretty good condition other than the motor going bad. But now here's one thing. It's not just a simple bolt-on with the Predator motors, I found anyway. So what I ran into was, let's see, I can't really pull this cover off because the exhaust is hot, but you can see the jack shaft assembly, right? Well, it was hitting the bottom of the tin. You can see the bearing holder. Let's see if I can get my finger in the shot. I burned myself right here at the end of my finger. That's where the bearings are for the jack shaft. Well, they hit the tin to the motor, and I had to cut a section out with the Dremel tool. I just traced it out where it was hitting and cut it out. And the bolts that hold on the jack shaft assembly to the motor, again, I can't really show you, but you know, there's 4 bolts around the crankshaft that hold on the assembly, right? Well, the original bolts of the engine did not work, and I had to get 4 5/16 by 24 thread bolts. I'm pretty sure they're a 3/4 inch too. So, and another thing, the clutch. When you put on the clutch, right, there's a spacer on the old engine, which has, I guess on these newer bikes, they have a 5/8 shaft, right? And there's a spacer that goes over that shaft to keep the clutch from hitting the jack shaft assembly and keep it in line and everything. Well, it wouldn't fit on this, right? So not only would the clutch be too small that was stock on here, and just a regular old new clutch wouldn't work unless you made a spacer yourself at a 3/4 inch pipe to fit over this. So what I did, I bought a max torque clutch. I'm going to burn that plastic. I bought a max torque clutch with the set screws, and I tightened down the set screws where I want it, and then I tightened the crankshaft bolt at the end, and it's been going great since then, so no problems. There's pretty sure just one modification I've done to this engine, and this is what I got today. This side pipe here, I bought that off of eBay from a guy, and he's pretty much the guy that sells almost every pipe that's on there for these. I can't remember the username, but that's real nice. He's a good seller. Good quality pipes. I'll put the link down in the description to his stuff, if that's possible. But yeah, he makes really good quality products. I put one of those pipes on my go-kart, and if you look at my Instagram, which I'll leave a link to that too, you can see all my projects I'm going on. You know, I just take pictures and videos since I don't have enough time to actually make like really long videos like this. I just take little clips and shit. But I bought this pipe for $6-8, and well, my brother bought it. Technically, my brother bought the engine and the pipe, so that's nice of him. That's pretty badass. Without that, I wouldn't be able to even ride this thing right now. Anyway, he bought the motor, and he gave me $70 to buy that pipe. So that got here today, and I'm not gonna take the muffler off because it's just let's say really fucking loud. but it's awesome. Let's just say that. I have a clip on Instagram that you can see. Sounds really good, really nice, raspy sound, if you know what I mean, like on deceleration. And with a muffler on it. It still does have a nice tone, it's just not near as loud. So I'll start it up and let you hear it. If I can take a little rip without killing myself on it. See, I can't really rev it up with the carrying the phone, but it sounds pretty good with the muffler on it too. So I like it without the muffler personally, better. But I kind of can around here, I'll get in trouble. You know, there's always neighbors that don't like this shit, so, you know. Yeah, I kind of lost out on the Ford tractor because we had to buy a new motor for this. And luckily my brother donated $100 to me for that motor. And for the exhaust pipe, that's pretty badass. I got this mini bike about 4 weeks ago, so in there, almost a month ago, I'd say around there, yeah. But it wasn't worth it value-wise, but for having fun, this thing's way more fun than the Ford, so obviously this is a better deal for me anyway. I do have a go-kart, which I will make a video on that and explain how I got that, and you know, there's been a couple other projects that have went by and you haven't gotten to see, but unless you look at my Instagram, so there's the pocket bike and stuff on there, but I'll make another video sometime explaining how I got the go-kart and everything and what I did to that. But thanks for watching. Have a good day.